First, day 2 of the Phoenix Canal murders case had graphic testimony and new details about the last day and last bike ride of one of the victims.
That victim, 22-year-old Angela Brosso, disappeared while on a bike ride on a Sunday night the day before her birthday. Investigative reporter Morgan Lowe in the courtroom again all day today. Morgan, what did we learn about Angela's last day?
Jared, we know about that last day because her boyfriend from that time testified this afternoon. He said that he and Angela had recently taken their mountain bikes in to get service and that they'd picked them up that Sunday, which was November 8th, 1992. Angela went out on her bike ride that night and she never returned. So that boyfriend's name is Joseph Krakowiecki. He and Angela lived together back then. This morning, prosecutors focused on establishing what happened that day and the fact that Brosso seemed to have vanished. Krakowiecki said that they were supposed to watch a TV show together that night. When she did not return from her bike ride, he went looking for her. He did that throughout the night 3 different times until he called police just before midnight. During his testimony, this exchange took place.
Were you planning to do anything with her the next day? Objection, relevance.
It was her birthday, so yes.
Did you decide to bake her something?
Yes, I was.
What did you bake her?
I was baking her a cake that night. That was the reason I didn't go on the bike ride.
Police viewed Krakowiecki as a person of interest for some time after that murder, but 10 months later, another young woman, this one a teenager, Melanie Burness, disappeared, and then police knew that the same person was targeting women in Phoenix at that point. Miller was in the courtroom, Bryan Patrick Miller, the defendant in this case. Again today, he was wearing a suit. He was silent. He didn't make any sort of facial expressions and didn't speak at all. Police also heard from a detective and the medical examiner today describing the condition of Brosso's body. Back to you guys.
Morgan, 2 days in here, are you getting a sense of how prosecutors are trying to build their case?
Yeah, we are. They are certainly showing that they are trying to establish that Bryan Patrick Miller had a plan, that he premeditated these murders, and also that he tried to move the bodies away from where they were killed. They're doing that to establish that he knew it was wrong. Otherwise, he wouldn't have tried to hide it. Why that is important is that in the defense, they're going to try to establish that he was not guilty by reason of insanity. And one of the requirements there is that he did not know that what he was doing was wrong. So we're getting sort of 2 different views of the same scene there.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot going on today. Morgan, was anything else there that stood out to you in court today?
Yes. So one of the ways that prosecutors are trying to establish that Miller had premeditated this was that when he was younger, he wrote this letter describing what he was going to do or what he was fantasizing about doing to what he said was a 17-year-old girl in the letter. So prosecutors are referring to that as the plan. They said that that plan went into place in 1992 and 1993 during the Canal murders. But today, the defense referred to that as a work of fiction. So again here, one piece of evidence, one happening, 2 different ways it's being portrayed in court.
All right, Morgan Lowe live outside the courthouse tonight. Morgan, thanks.